If you're a beginner at jiu-jitsu, you probably are experiencing the difficulty of escaping someone's side control, especially if they're bigger or stronger than you. This is a common thing that many beginners deal with. We're going to unravel and solve this in the most easy, effective, and quick way. Let's dive in. Now, being a brown belt, I love side control, but this is the thing. Everybody loves side control. It's one of the first positions that you feel comfortable with as a newbie, which means when you get stuck on your back and someone's in side control, there's a really good chance that they're comfortable there. And there's a great chance that you are uncomfortable trapped on bottom. So I'm going to give you some really easy ways to unravel this. And the first one is moving yourself rather than your opponent. All too often, I see beginners trying to bench press their opponent away, as you can see me doing right here in this example. I see all the time they're trying to use their legs, they're trying to use their arms, they're trying to bridge into the opponent to move the opponent away from them. This is not effective. I don't care how strong you are. I don't care how much bigger you are than your opponent. It's not effective. It's a waste of energy. Even if you are able to obtain results from this, it's a waste of energy. And that's not what you want. So what you want to do is move yourself. So as we check the example, we can see that my training partner has me in side control. I'm trapped on bottom. First thing I need to do is set my frames, as you can see here. One going across the neck, one going into her hip. Now, the whole point of this is to create a little bit of space for me, right? It takes her weight off my chest so I can breathe. Also, I make sure to make that top frame that's in her neck uncomfortable, all right? Obviously, I'm showing it here, I'm being nice to her, but in sparring, I'm being mean with this. I'm applying strong pressure through my frame, right? So let's call it the bottom half of my upper arm, the side of my arm that's closest to my elbow, right? We're not really applying frames with our wrists because that's more muscular. You want to use your bones, because using your bones doesn't cost you any energy, and it's 100 times stronger than your muscles. Somebody fact check me on that math. I don't know, it's actually 100 times stronger, but you get the point I'm making. Now, once my frames are set, you can see it's very easy to step out wide so I can move my hips away from my training partner or opponent. Now, later on in the video, I will show you an escape that we can utilize this technique for, but right now, I want you to understand that it is so much easier to move yourself rather than your opponent. And one really easy way that I remember this is that I have full control of my body. I have zero control of his body until I can get to some kind of a dominant position or a hold. At all times, I have control of my body. Only some of the time I have control of his. And that's still not complete control. Keep in mind, even if I have my opponent pinned completely down, they can still move their legs a little bit. They can still move their arms a little bit. Do I really have their whole entire body under control? Not really. It's just enough to be effective. All the while, I have complete control of my body. So it just makes sense to move yourself rather than trying to move your opponent. And this is a principle you're gonna see all over jiu-jitsu. If you guys follow me for a little while, you know I love principles. And you're gonna see in this next example here how well it works. So next time you don't know what to do and you're trapped under side control, try moving yourself away rather than trying to push your opponent away. And I think you'll see it makes a big difference. In this second part, it's all about positioning. Now, because you have full control of your body, you can move yourself into an incorrect position or an advantageous position. And when you're stuck under side control, keeping yourself at a T with your opponent is making your opponent's life easy. It's really easy to pin you from a T position. So our bodies are crossed much like a T, perpendicular to each other. What I want to do many times, not all times, but many times, is move into an I position so that we are parallel to each other. And as you can see here, I do that by moving myself. I can scoot my hips away. I can scoot my hips back in. And as I move my hips back in, it puts me in a position to affect all kinds of different escapes and sweeps. And as you can see here, all I'm doing is taking my inside arm and trapping her knee. My outside arm crosses across her face, and then I bridge off my back outside leg. Then thrusting my inside leg up and forward, allowing that momentum to help carry me over as I jump off my back leg. And it looks simple and easy because it is. It's all about positioning. I put myself in a place of advantage. And oftentimes beginners don't know this yet. It's difficult to have good ground instincts in jiu-jitsu. It's not like boxing where we can throw a lucky haymaker and get a knockout, or throw a lucky jab and get a knockout with little training, right? You're never going to throw up a lucky triangle in jiu-jitsu without learning it. You're never going to throw up a lucky sweep or an escape without learning it. But if you focus on simple, easy, effective techniques like this one, it's really just comes down to positioning, because positioning sets up everything else. What you want to do in side control many times is get yourself to be parallel to your opponent. You will see that it's much easier to find escapes if you're parallel or in an eye position with your opponent. Give that a shot, and I think you'll see just how easy it is. Now, in this last piece of the video, we're going to take both lessons we just learned and apply them into the knee shield recovery side control escape. So as you can see here, I'm trapped under her side control. I set my frames. Now I move myself rather than trying to move her. So I walk my hips away and I drop myself down to my left hip so that my left hip is on the ground and my right hip is in the air. Now my right leg pushes off the ground as my left leg launches itself forward. In doing so, I'm going to use my own momentum to put myself into an eye position with my opponent. As I slide or move into that eye positioning, my knee shield goes across her stomach. Now this allows me to create a little bit of distance. As you see here, I'm moving myself away from her for a very brief moment so that I can regain my guard. What did we do? I moved myself and I moved into an eye position so that it was very easy to find the escape I was looking for. Now, the one thing that I notice beginners struggle with here is actually sliding or swinging that knee in to the knee shield position. It isn't just about using the momentum from your legs. If you notice from the example, I'm keeping my arms on my training partner's body. So I'm also using my arms to pull my legs into that position. I see a lot of times people just try to jump into that position, or they try to, swing their inside leg forward so much that they're only relying on the momentum of that swing to get them into this position, and it doesn't work and they don't understand why. Use your whole body. If you have your hands on your opponent, as this example shows, because you should, you can utilize your upper body to also pull yourself into position. So we'll leave it there. I've given you some simple concepts to consider and also some techniques that you can try. Side control doesn't have to be something that keeps you stuck and frustrated. And as you progress through jiu-jitsu, you're gonna find your way. You're gonna find your methods that work for you. This was one that worked for me really early on, and I want to share that with you guys because I know how frustrating being stuck in any position is. So with that, if you guys have any other suggestions or techniques or anything that you like to do when you're trapped in side control, drop it in the comments. You guys are always sharing knowledge, especially on the last one. You guys dropped some great knowledge on the last one in the comment section, and it was really good to see. We're trying to help each other here. I'm still learning too, right? My way isn't the only way. This is just stuff that's worked for me. So if you take a little slice of this and you like it, I'm happy. So with that, guys, you know how we like to end them. Sometimes backwards, always forwards. I'll see you in the next one.